Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Where it is time for what video this time? Yeah, it's time to react to my 21-22 Premier League predictions. We're going to see how badly or how well I have actually done. First of all, what I will say is that I will be going through every team, where I think they went right, where I think they went wrong. So let's get on with the show. And I'll see you after this. Hello. Here we go. Welcome to the stream, people. It is lovely to have you all here with me on this lovely Friday afternoon. Absolutely. It's a lovely day here in Edinburgh, but I hope everyone is well. And yeah, so we all remember that video on the 2nd of August, 2022, or no, sorry, 2021. Yeah, I predicted all 20 teams. So let's have a look at how well I have actually done. Let me know how you guys get on as well. Let me know how you guys have got on as well. I'm going to say this now. There are some absolute shockers in here. Let me just say that. I can guess you could probably guess where I'm coming from anyway. But let's have a few hellos to a few people before we start. Gary Richardson, hello Gary. Hope you are well, my friend. I have arrived with the red carpet for me. Helen, hello. Also, happy birthday for Sunday. Last Sunday. I completely forgot about that. So hope you had a very good birthday, Helen. It's good to see you. Liz Golden, hello. Hope you are good. Liz, of course. Pick up Doug, mate. You cheating bastard. Yes. John, how are you, mate? Glad to see you in here as well. Yay, boy, hello. Hope you are good as well. It's raining here, but I'm fine. It's raining. Interesting indeed. Hey, Liz and Helen. Hi, John. Hiya, John. Hiya, Liz. Douglas Lionheart, how many days? 29, Liz. 29. We're on the final sort of countdown now. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing how quickly this is going to go. Anyway, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Not a problem. Helen. I hope you had a very good day, despite obviously the result. Of course. Hello, Maisie. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. If you want to share the stream, then please do. Get more people to watch these videos as well. What I will say, it has been an absolute pleasure yet again to do another full Premier League season on the channel. It has been fantastic. Really fantastic to do. So all your guys' support means the world to me. Ganners, just saying hello to Liz. Happy belated birthday, Helen. Hey, Helen, hope you had a lovely birthday. Me thinks I'm old enough to be your mom. Yeah, Helen. Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday, Helen. And like and share the... God, right, here we go. Like and share the dang stream, folks. There you go, Helen. There you go, Liz. Had to do it for you. And hello, Niall. Hope you are good as well. So we are going to do this from 20th to 1st. We will see where I have all these teams. All these teams, anyway. But yeah, so we will start with... So the team I put in 20th place was Norwich City. They finished 20th. Woohoo! Good start. 1 out of 20 so far. Look, I'm going to be honest. Norwich were... I mean, everyone kind of remembers the fact that you can actually see that earlier this season, people predicted probably Norwich to, have lower points than Derby, because there was a point in earlier in the season where they kept losing games. Like, I remember, I think they went on I think it was a 3-4-5 match, 3-4 match streak where they kept losing, and Daniel Farke, I'm sorry, but he was just not good enough. He was just not good enough for Norwich. And he hadn't learned his lesson. He hadn't learned his lesson from obviously defending very, very poorly as well. And if you actually look at it as well, Norris's signings did not make sense. Did not make sense at all. Did not make sense. And you know what? I said at the start of the season that Rashika, I obviously jinxed this one because I thought he was a fantastic signing for them when he signed him back in August. He wasn't great. He wasn't great. Solus, that did not work. Billy Gilmore, I'm very, very disappointed with Billy Gilmore. I thought that signing would have worked as well. But they did get rid of Daniel Farke after a 2-1 win over Brentford, which is very, very strange indeed. And then they replaced him with Dean Smith. Now, what I will say, I think Dean Smith is the right man to take Norwich forward. But the thing is with Norwich, they are too bad for the Premier League, but they're too good for the Championship. Now, you look at that team, Pukki. Timu Pukki is going to rip up the Championship next season. I can guarantee you he will rip up the Championship next season. The way that he has, scored goals this season, he is a goal scorer. He is a goal scorer. We all know that as well. I do think, though, that they are going to have a bit of a clear out because that squad is clearly not good enough. And I think, in all honesty, at the start of the season, they were probably one of the first teams I thought, 20th. So, yeah. So, 20th place, Norwich City, they finished 20th with 21 points, I think it was. Let me just get the Premier League table actually up because we'll do that, shall we? We'll do that. Norwich finished on 22 points, 20th, so not too bad as well. Let's see what some of you are saying for Norwich. Woo, 1 out of 1. Yeah. We'll see where it goes from this way forward. Anyway, thank you, Niall. I got Norwich right, probably the easiest one. Yeah, I think Norwich was the easiest one of the lot. Still screen time, yeah. Not quite in my household anyway. Let's just say that. Liz, I wish share the Bluebird. Bluebird Legend, hello. Ice cream at the ready. Yeah. I've got some Pepsi Max here. So my new pint glass that I managed to get at the Liverpool store when I was in Liverpool. So that was good. Whenever in a GIF, Daniel Farke painting, I saw in Norwich. Yes, that was amazing, wasn't it? That was absolutely amazing. Norwich were weak. Yes, I think that's a bit of an understatement. Let's put it that way. Thought Pukki and Campbell of others were going to do well, but crash for them. Yeah, definitely did. Norwich would be better with Teddy Venables and John Carver. I'm not so sure about Teddy Venables, but John Carver, that's another name. Hello, Ballum. How long will you stream for? Just whenever I can, mate. Let's be honest. You did say Burnley will stay up. Was Leeds Calvin Ramsey or Glale? Is he going to sign him? Good picture of him in Dubai. I haven't heard anything, to be honest with you. That has gone pretty quiet as far as I'm concerned. So I think it has gone. Down pretty bad anyway. Thomas Frank has been a breath of fresh air in the league. Yes, we will get to Brentford. We will go through every club. We will go through every single club. As well. After the stream, I'll review my predictions from early in the season. Kean Dolan, hello, how's tricks? Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. Nee beer, what's going on? Nah. No the day, mate. No the day. Pepsi Max and an LFC pint glass. Yes, absolutely indeed. A nice glass. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I am Ballum. I saw highlights of the parade via Doug and the others. Hello, Brian. Hope you're good. Saw the Ramsey pick in Dubai and hit that like button, folks, as Liz Golden says. as well. I am not going to be talking about Kane and Son to Liverpool because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Let's put it that way. So the first team was Norwich City 20th. So 19th. I predicted Watford. They finished 19th. So that's 2 out of 20. You can see where this is going, can't you? You can see where this is going. It started well, and it's probably going to go even bad. Well, we will wait and see anyway. Watford, another team where I thought, yeah, they're going to go down. They're going to go down, unfortunately. And the thing is, you have to say as well that Watford yet again had 3 managers. They had 3 managers: Xisco Munoz, Claudio Ranieri, and Roy Hodgson. Yeah, explain that one for me. Why on earth do you go from Xisco Munoz to Claudio Ranieri? I have nothing bad to say about Claudio Ranieri. Let me just say this now. I have nothing bad to say about Claudio Ranieri. What he did at Leicester was an absolute miracle to win the Premier League. But in terms of Watford, the one team you do not go to is Watford. But it's not all bad for Watford because I think they had some good signings there. They had some very, very good signings. Moussa Sissoko definitely not. The fact that he is the club captain and basically he wanted to leave, I think, midway through the season. That's not the signings of a club captain. The former Ben Foster has been very, very good as well. Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis was a good signing from Club Bruges, and I actually have to say I think he will probably move on. He will move on into the. He will move on to bigger and different, bigger and better things. Let me just say, because I think Emmanuel Dennis is somebody who I could see maybe at Newcastle, maybe at a West Ham, somewhere like that, because I think he needs to stay in the league. Ismaila Sarr has been a big disappointment. I know Ismaila Sarr has been injured in that, but he has been a big, big disappointment. Their highlights as well. Sorry, Maisie, I'm going to say this. They did beat Manchester United by 4-1 at Vicarage Road, but 2 games at home win. With 2 home wins all season. That is poor. That is very, very poor. They only finished a point above Norwich. That's how bad that Watford have actually been. Now, it wasn't so much their home form was really bad. They did pick up more points away from home. Let's put it this way. They did pick up more points away from home. But they were just really, really bad. Really, really bad. And the fact that they had Xisco Munoz and they sacked him. They sacked him when I think they were about 13th in the league. It just kind of shows to me that the Watford are a sacking club. And how long's Rob Edwards, the new guy, going to get? I'm going to say this now. Both Norwich City and Watford will be expected to probably hit the ground running next season. If they don't, I don't see Dean Smith being at Norwich, and I don't see Rob Edwards being at Watford, because Watford are trigger happy like that. They are trigger happy. So, yeah. So we'll see. We will see anyway. But what were you guys saying about Watford? Let me just see in terms of that. 2 out of 2. Yes, definitely. I got Watford right as well. 2 out of 2. My prediction for 18th was there. Wait until what my prediction was for 18th. I will say that now. Wait and see for that one. Yes, the funny club 19th. I'm surprised Watford kept Roy Hodgson on for as long as they did. He lost a few matches in the end. Yeah, it wasn't great. Wasn't great for Watford. Is that an extra star added to your Liverpool talk? But getting those correct, you're so good, man. Yeah, don't say that too soon. Do not say that too soon. Watford was a disgrace in terms of the management this season. Yeah, very, very disgrace it was. Claudio was class, however, wrong appointment. He deserved a lot better. Yeah, definitely. Watford go through managers like a fat kid goes through Happy Meals. Yes, that is very true, Cian. They will never learn the Vicarage Road, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, Helen, I know your sister's a big Watford fan. Yeah, they just need to get rid of their owners, to be honest with you. Watford always chopping and changing their managers. Yep. Ben Foster signing for Arsenal, by the way. I have seen that. I think that, lots of people have been criticising that sign. That's a sensible signing for Arsenal, especially that you've got, obviously, Aaron Ramsdale there. Matt Turner's going to take a bit of time to get used to the Premier League as well. Ben Foster being there as number 3. Darren Leno's on his way out. Then you can't keep 4 goalkeepers at one club. In all honesty, so yeah, I can definitely say that. Ismail Sarr, yeah, Helen Sarr was great. Was he? I think it's yeah. I think start of the season, I would say he was. I know Helen Burnley in the end went down. Could have been Leeds. Sarr should go to Bayern and not Sadio Mane. Nah, that ain't happening. I thought he was going to leave it England to go to the MLS. Yeah, I thought he was as well. Oh, Douglas, you're breaking my heart here. Yeah, sorry, Maisie. I had to mention it. It's not going to change unless they get rid of the Pozzo family. They are the root of the collapse. Foster said on his channel that he's signing for Arsenal. There you go. There you go. Not going to lie, Watford seemed to step up against us in the league. I remember 2 seasons ago they got their first win of the season versus us. I'm sure Deeney scored 2. Yes, that was a 3-1 win, and I'm pretty sure Cleverly scored that day. And I can't remember the right back's name. That's really bad. I can't remember the right back, but there was a right back that scored for Watford as well. I see Bournemouth and Notts Forest going down straight away. Fulham and depend. No, I don't. I'll correct you there. I don't see Nottingham Forest going straight back down. No, not a chance. Just depends, really. Amazing. I think it was mean for him to bring that Watford match up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did have to bring that up. Anyway, 2 for me, says Sportcat1. Hope you're good, Sportcat1. Liz, I'm still feeling hurt by that game. I think I can remember Douglas' prediction for 18th. What were you thinking? Yeah, we will get to it. We will get to it. I did say Arsenal 5th and Leeds 6th. 6th. Leeds knacked it up. Well, Leeds are terrible. Leeds have been absolutely terrible. Maisie, some matches just haunt you. Yes, definitely. Hello, Chris. Hope you're good. You've just missed me speaking about Norwich and Watford. Those are the 2 that I have got right so far. So 2 out of 20 so far. So yeah, that's good. That is a good start. Next season will be interesting with Livingston World Cup season. Yeah, it certainly will be as well. Extremely true, Liz. My sister and hubby has signed up again to a full season in despair as there isn't another team near them. Yeah, definitely. Foster is the starter at Arsenal. Leno was rubbish, and Ramsdale is overrated as sin, says Kian. Very interesting. Yeah, Matt Turner just said that. Great out of a bad bunch. Oh my goodness. Would we go back in for Sarr? No, I don't do it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Gosh, all these. All right, mate. You all good? Down to 10. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am good. Thank you. I hope you're good as well. Sima. I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. I think it might have been. Chiellini's gone to LAFC in MLS. I did know he was going to go to MLS, but I didn't know who it was going to be. What's Foster going to Arsenal for? Just to be a stock filler? Surely Leno was leaving. Yeah, Leno's going to go back to Germany. I think that's been on the pipeline for a while, actually. I think he's going to go back to Germany. I think they'll all go straight back down. Interesting. Waj AFC, thank you for tuning in. Did think after a woeful display, Watford's season would turn around. I thought it might have been. I thought it might have, but no, didn't in the end, did it? Forest can see staying up. Bournemouth and Fulham are 50-50 toss of a coin with Fulham and Bournemouth. Yep, that is true. Yep, did know that. Hello, Christopher. Hi, Maisie. Hi, Niall. Can we please relegate Evertonians this season? Don't know about that. Maisie saying hello to talk. Everyone should have gone Norwich and Watford right. Let's be honest. Yes, definitely. Hello, talks. I predicted the bottom 3. It was pretty obvious this year, but not so next season. Oh, interesting. Douglas obviously watched me reacting to my predictions. Yeah. To be fair, I did actually watch my video back earlier this morning, and interesting. I'll look it up for you. Yeah, thank you. Chiellini signed for LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy have Javier Hernandez too. Nunes going to either United or Liverpool. United were favourites all week. Looks like we are favourites now. He prefers us over United. I wouldn't believe anything. Oh dear. Right, let's go for it. 18th place. It was going so well. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Brighton. Sorry to every Brighton and Hove Albion fan. Yeah, I will hang my head in shame about that. There was a reason for this. Brighton didn't make any signings when I did actually. Brighton didn't actually. Brighton didn't actually make any signings when I actually did make that video earlier last August. But I have to say, Graham Potter yet again deserves a lot of credit. Cucurella has been a fantastic signing. You have to say that. Mbwepu, he's been a very, very good signing as well. They've managed to keep the bulk of their team. I thought they would have struggled after losing Ben White, but obviously I think they've been galvanised by that. Yes, they've lost Dan Burn as well, but they still got Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk is a very, very good player as well. Danny Welbeck was coming back into form as well. So I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking with this prediction. Let's just say that I do not know what I was thinking with this prediction. But fair play to Brighton. They had the third highest points won away from home this season, only below Liverpool and Manchester City, which I think is absolutely incredible. When you think about the way that Brighton have been playing recently, I think they've been very, very good. They have lost Dan Ashworth to Newcastle. That is obviously one thing to mention as well. Big news as well today is that Pascal Gross has signed a new contract. Now, I thought there was a lot of rumours going around that potentially Pascal Gross is probably going to leave. But that's a big, big signing for me. The fact that they've kept him is massive for me. Also, I do think Robert Sanchez is going to be a wanted man this summer. I think he's a top keeper. He's keeping David De Gea out the Spanish squad. You've got David Raya, you've got Robert Sanchez, and you've got Unai Simon managing to, the thing as well. So yeah, don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking with this prediction, but yeah, it had to come to an end eventually. But yeah, Brighton fans, I just have to say apologies. And yeah, 9th place, fantastic season for you guys. Highest scoring season for them as well. 51 points. Tied on points with Wolves, but they did have a better goal difference than Wolves. Anyway, so their first shout. Anyway, Yeti boy, yeah, I predicted Brighton to be 18th. Yeah, I did as well. Good lad, Yeti. Yep. Now this was an interesting one. Yeah, I did think at the start of the season that I did think that Brighton might go down, but not to be in the end. I had Brighton 17th to be fair. Oh, that's fair, Chris. That's fair, Chris. Sparkout one saying I had Southampton 18th, but they got wins here and there, which meant they survived, even though they had a terrible end to the season. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, Douglas. Shame on you, mate. Brighton, they've had a very good season. Yeah. Yeah, I had people in the comments saying Brighton are not going to go down. Brighton aren't going to go down. Yeah, just one of those things, really. Just one of those things. Yeah, a team that beats Manchester United 4-0 should automatically be made immune from relegation, even if they were to finish bottom. Yeah, and they gave Liverpool a good game at Anfield as well, 2-2 draw. They beat Arsenal. I think they beat Arsenal away as well. They were unbeaten against Palace as well, 2-1-1 draws. And I think they both actually Brighton scored in both games very late on in those two games as well. To be fair, they did go 4-1 with a goal at the Shitex. I like that. Yes, I did see that. Staff referring to director for yeah, definitely. Remember after the stream to review your predictions in the comments. Oh, interesting. Yes, I agree. Grocery signing is a bonus, huge bonus. Yes. Basuma had some problems in the season. He's their better player. Yeah, Basuma, I don't see him staying. To be honest, I think he'll be one of the ones on lose out Was your brain still at the parade? Might have been. Might well have been. Remember when Brian had proper engrossing midfield once? Yes, that is true. I'd love Brian to make a genuine challenge for Europe this season. Yeah, do you know what? They only finished 5 points off Europe, actually. 5 points off the Europe positions, which would be very, very interesting. FPL Yellow Army, I believe that is Roberto. I got one position right. That's interesting. I'm getting some Norwich, maybe. I'm guessing Norwich because obviously I know you are a Watford supporter. So I do think British Tea Hater is a nice Brighton fan. She's working on her confidence being on pod. Yeah, I have noticed Chloe's on a lot more podcasts actually. So good to see. Good to see. But yeah, to every Brighton fan, I do apologise. I do apologise. So 17th and just surviving. I predicted Brentford to finish 17th, and they actually finished 13th. So pretty good this prediction actually, because there was a point in the season where I thought Brentford looked like they were going to probably be heading towards the drop. And the other thing is as well, I think had Christian Eriksen not come in, I think we might have had a different story. But Brentford have been an absolute breath of fresh air this season. You'd have to say they have been an absolute breath of fresh air. And the one thing you can say is as well, Ivan Toney's been very, very good. David Raya, if they had David Raya for the most of the season, I think they would have been potentially higher. 46 points to finish on their first season in the Premier League is a great achievement. Great achievement in itself. They made their home fortress. They made their home, the Brentford Community Stadium, a fortress as well. They're very, very good at home. They are very, very good at home. Next season is going to be tricky. Is going to be tricky because obviously they still got the second season syndrome over their heads, and obviously we've already seen that this season that Leeds United really did struggle as well. So that's going to be interesting as well. But Thomas Frank has been very, very good. And I must say as well that I've been very, very impressed with Brentford, and Christian Eriksen just playing football again is brilliant. It really, really is. And they made some good signings. Christopher Ayer as well. So, and Blamo, fantastic finish for Brentford. 13th in the Premier League. First season in the Premier League, and they finished 13th. Absolutely amazing. So, very, very well done. Very, very well done to Brentford. Let's see what some of you are saying on Brentford. Well, I take a sip of my Pepsi. So Kian Dolan says, I had Wolves 17th. 17th. Wow. That's interesting. I predicted Burnley for 17th. That's fair. Brentford are an incredibly well-run club. Thomas Frank done a great job. Also, yeah, definitely did. I had Brentford in 16th. They have some very decent players in their squad. Yeah, they certainly do. Brentford started okay. Goalkeeper injury was bad for them. Good to see Christian is playing matches. I've been to Brentford training ground. Ivan Toney said, if Brentford, do you think he will be sold? No, I don't think he will be sold. We're finally going to have Leeds and Nottingham Forest in the Premier League at the same time. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Forest for the first time in my life. Second time for me. 1999. I don't really remember 1999, if I'm being honest. But yeah, excuse me. Christopher Ayer has been very good for Brentford. He has been very good. Totally agree about Brentford. Thomas Frank and Christian Eriksen, Canos. Yes, Canos. I keep forgetting about Canos. And Blamo as well. So yeah, definitely one thing to say. You have a video? Yes, I do have a video on Christopher Ayer. I thought he may have been a Liverpool target, but obviously not. Sorry, Canos, a fan favourite there. I agree. True Kane, good for next season. I had Brentford 13th. Wow, Chris. Well done to you. 13th. There was no pressure on them. People expecting them to go straight back down with no experience in the Premier League when they thrived on Thomas Frank, my manager of this season. I think that's fair. I think that is very, very fair. But the fact you got them 13th and bang on is brilliant. Excuse me. Adve Neat, hope you're good. Brentford did play entertaining stuff. Rarely see promoted teams do so. And that is a true fact. That is a true fact. Guys, there are 17 of you watching. Please hit that like button. And if you're new, please hit that subscribe button as well. Hello, Ravi. Hope you're good. I can see them in the Prem for some time. Yes, I can as well. I think they're a very good side, Brentford. Really do. Hi, Ravi, says Helen. Yes, Brentford tried to play good football. Do you think Jones needs a loan? I will come on to Liverpool later on, and I will speak about that. I will speak about that as well. Please like and share the stream, as Liz says. Hi, Helen. I watched Brentford in the Championship. Always thought they would do well. Joy to watch. Yeah, absolutely amazing. The first season for them. Brentford do need to prove next year. Tough to do it for the second year. Yeah, that is a good point. That is a very good point, especially with what's happened this season to the likes of obviously Leeds, to the likes of Burnley. They need to be careful. They need to be careful. And I think this summer's transfer window will be very pivotal as well. This transfer window will be pivotal for many clubs. Yeah, definitely. So 17th I had Brentford. 16th place I had Burnley. Yeah, Burnley. They finished 18th. I'll say this now that quite possibly I think getting rid of Sean Dyche was the wrong move. I think it was the wrong move to get rid of Sean Dyche. Look, Burnley's season was not great. Let's just be honest. Where I think they've been let down is the fact that they had games where they probably should have won. Now, I can think of obviously Norwich at Carrow Road. The one thing you don't do is lose to Norwich. Do not lose to Norwich. Do not lose to Norwich. And the one thing as well, they did beat Everton 3-2. So they had some very good games as well. They were very tough to beat as well. But I just think this season, there's been something missing from Burnley. Look, Chris Wood leaving Burnley was in a way a good thing for them because they managed to get Weghorst in. Yes, I know Weghorst, blew hot and cold as well. But, I think the Chris Wood one came out of surprise because, Newcastle did meet their 25 million valuation release clause, I think it was. And just performances then just didn't happen for them. And, everyone thought Burnley had saved themselves when they had when they beat Everton. They did think that they did have that. So very unfortunate what happened to Burnley as well. But I do think this season that they coming into going back to the Championship, I think it's going to be a trickier season for them. I think they're going to lose some players. I think already Ben Mee's gone. I think Tarkowski's going to be going. Will they keep Nick Pope? That's another matter. I think Corney is going to go. They've got a good squads, but Vincent Kompany potentially coming in as well. Yeah, Vincent Kompany is an interesting one. I don't get that at all. But look, fair play to Burnley. I think they've done very well to be in the Premier League for as long as they were. They were very tough to play under. They were very tough to play under Sean Dyche, but getting rid of him with about 7 games left, I just don't know. And the one thing as well, their takeover, they're in massive debt now. Massive debt. So I think what's going to happen to Burnley, in my opinion, I think they're going to go to be in the Championship for a few seasons. I don't think they're going to come straight back up. I think what's going to happen is they're going to have to take a bit of a season to get used to the Championship again. Championship ain't easy. And look, they have some good derbies next season. They've got Preston. I think they've got Wigan, Blackburn. Obviously, that's the big one. Blackpool. So there's some big teams in that Championship. So for me, I think Burnley just have to go and regroup. But the thing is, I also do think that it's going to take a little bit of time for them to come straight back up. So Burnley, I did have you finish 16th, but you are relegated, unfortunately. As well, let's see what some of you are saying about Burnley. Yay Boy said I had Brentford 16th. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I did see that, Ballum. I think that's fair enough. I think if they kept Dyche, they'd have stayed up. Yeah, absolutely. Hard to see a Dycheless Burnley. Yeah, it really was. Yes, I know they had a few good games as well, but cursing the manager of the month, Michael Jackson didn't really win a game after that, did they? And that's the problem that you have, is that you have, unfortunately. Well, there's so many games in hand and they blew them. Yeah, definitely. I got the bottom three spot on in the right positions. I thought Burnley time to go down was coming. They had the same score for years, which eventually sent Bournemouth down. Yeah, that's fair enough. Had Burnley in 15th. Michael Jackson did a decent job. I knew once they sacked Dyche, they would go down. Stupid of them to sack him. Yeah, definitely. Burnley are terrible. Dyche wouldn't have kept them up. His form before the sack was rotten. 4 points from 30 is pittance. Yeah, definitely is. Burnley needs to sell players like Maxwell Cornet. Needs to be sold. Begors will be gone as well. He's too good for the second tier. Yeah, definitely. Ben Mee has just been released. He won't be signing a new contract, so not at all sure actually. Helen, obviously just need to keep an eye on. Obviously the news. Burnley need to pay 60 million debt. Begors will suit a mid-table side like Brighton. Yeah, Burnley are in massive trouble now because of that takeover debt. Yeah, definitely. Loads of clubs have bigger debts and they haven't paid them. I like Burnley. This is the approach to football different. How many teams come to the Premier League, play football like that, and stay up for ages? I rate that. Yeah, I do rate that as well. I do rate that as well. I think Burnley have been on the edge kind of recently, and I feel that was coming as well. Yeah, I do know that. Now Pope can be sold for some price. Great keeper. I doubt Weghorst will be allowed to leave. He will tear the Championship apart. One of the keys for their promotion. Yeah, that's a good shout actually. I worry for Burnley, owner taking money at the club, best players leaving, and company is a risky appointment. Yeah, I do. Championship ain't easy unless you're Fulham, Norwich, or Watford. Oh yeah, exactly. Do I think Neil Cornet and Pope will all have to be sold? Yeah, I know. I think that is definitely. Well, Critchley, I don't think Blackpool will survive. Yeah, that's a weird one. Critchley leaving Blackpool to go to Aston Villa to be Stevie G's appointment. Assistant, I believe. Burnley relegated in True Hill and been a busy few days. Burnley were treading water under Dyche. Burnley will be forced to sell. They can't make enough money to validate their debt. Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Yeah, definitely. So 16th, Burnley. So 15th place, I had Southampton, and they finished 15th. So 3 out of 20 so far. I think they were lucky. I think they were very, very lucky not to go down this season, Southampton. And I'm going to be saying this as well, that I worry for them next season. Because the way I see Southampton is if you actually... I do think they're relegation candidates. I think they're relegation candidates next season. I really, really do. They need a big summer to turn this around. I think James Ward-Prowse is definitely going to stay. I think that's going to be definite. Fraser Forster, for people who don't know, he is on his way to Tottenham. Yeah. So they've left with Alex McCarthy, who I don't rate, and is it Angus Gunn? No, not Angus Gunn. Actually, it might be Angus Gunn, actually. I don't rate Southampton. I don't rate Southampton's chances, if I'm being honest. Oopsie daisy. I don't rate Southampton's chances for next season. But one thing I can say, Timo Livramento, I think was a very, very good signing from Chelsea. And I do think that Broja, I think he was a very, very good signing for Southampton as well. But there's been some games this season where you're like, yeah, Southampton lose games too often. They lose too many games, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ralph Hasenhüttl decided to have a decision to make and maybe leave the club, because he's been there for a long time now. He has been there for a long time. So I think in the end, Southampton, 40 points. I think they were lucky. They were very, very lucky. Only survived 5 points. I think their run was really, really done. But they were on the beach for a long, long time during sort of February, March time. Anyway, but let's see what some of you are saying for Southampton. Bill went to QPR. Yep, I know that. I had Villa in 15th. Interesting. Interesting, Yeti boy. Interesting. I think it's also when Klopp leaves, Gerrard and Critchley will take over and mark my work here. I think they're outside relegation candidates next season. Liz, Southampton have a new owner now. Timo Livermore was one of their better seasons. Do you think they will go down if they sack Ralph Rangnick? No, it's Ralph Hasenhüttl. Hasenhüttl. They need a better goalkeeper now. That is definitely. I was saying them to go down. Southampton have been poor. Armstrong was good, but not much else. Yeah, definitely. Fraser Forster has gone to Tottenham. Yeah. Southampton have been crippled by piss poor management over the years. I know some of it can't be helped, like the need to sell players, but they're bringing in rubbish to replace them. Yeah, that is very, very true, isn't it? So I've been there for 8 seasons now. Yes, that is true. Timo, our man, was a bright spot for them. Ward Prowse would be gone mostly. Broja did well for them this season. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. It is Angus gone. I rate him. He's always Leicester's best player when he plays. Is that because of the 9-0, Yeti boy? I think that might be because of the 9-0, if I'm being honest. Unfortunately for Southampton, Chelsea can let back Livramento for 25 million, and Broja, I'm fairly sure, was on loan. Yes, I do believe that. I think Livramento that they bought, didn't they? Yeah, that's not good news. That is not good news. If they keep Ralph, they'll be okay. Southampton, if they sack him, they'll be wanted elsewhere. I wouldn't be too surprised if he says, I've taken the club as far as I can, and Southampton will have a season of transition. I would not be too surprised. There was a great period during that Chelsea game where I generally thought it was going to happen again. Yes, I did as well. I was at Livingston Motherwell, and I can remember it being 5-0, I think, at one point, and then obviously 6-0. And then I said to obviously Carl and Reece, who were with me that day, this is going to finish 9-0 again. This is going to finish 9-0. Could you imagine the fact that Ralph Hasenhüttl has been there so long, the fact that he would have had 3 9-0 defeats on his CV? It just wouldn't have been good. Wouldn't have been good anyway. But yeah, Kane, I absolutely agree. Southampton were unbelievably inconsistent. Won 4-0 one week and get beat 6 the following week. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Chris, I had Southampton 15th as well. They're always one of them teams who get the 40 points mark and then end up on the beach, Mr. Whippy Ice Cream. Yeah, that is very true indeed. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. I've just gone on there. Let's see. Letizia would have torn his hair out if Saints had gone down. Yes, he would have. Definitely. I had Palace in 16th. Excuse me. I had Palace in 16th. Interesting. Angus Lee for Norwich City and Norfolk. Yeah. Love the stream. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Broja was on loan. Timo not coming this season. Reece was on fire. If Aspilicueta stays, he will just be staring the pitch from the bench. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I was wrong. Gun plays for Norwich now. Oh, there we go. They kept Ralph even when they lost 9-0 is something different in football. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, 15th Southampton. 14th place now. I said Newcastle United. They actually finished 11th. So again, I'm pretty happy with this prediction because at the start of the season, dearie me, Newcastle were shockingly bad. Shockingly bad. And the reason I say this, I actually remember saying at the start of the season, and I remember when I was speaking about Newcastle, I said the following words: Steve Bruce wouldn't be at Newcastle for the entire season. I thought he would have been gone straight away. I said the fans had enough, and to be honest, they were bottom of the league with only 7 points. 7 points. And the thing is as well, Eddie Howe comes in and he's managed to get them to 11 with 49 points. Now, people can talk about obviously the people can obviously talk about the takeover. Yes, I'm not one that is fully for it. Human rights and all this nonsense. Like, I'm not going to get to anything political anyway. But the fact is, they did get their takeover, and I am happy for the Geordie faithful. I am very, very happy for the Geordie faithful, because if you look at it as well, they've been crying out for investment, crying out for investment. So I think to see that Newcastle being 11th is a very, very good season for them. Callum Wilson, need to keep him fit. Definitely need to keep him fit. Maxi, Maximan, I don't know if he's going to be there next season as well. Made some very good signings, by the way. Kieran Trippier, 12 million. That's an absolute steal. Dan Burn, very, very good signing as well. Bruno Guimaraes, fantastic signing. Very, very fantastic signing. Chris Woods, yeah, enough said about that. That wasn't a great signing for it. But this summer's going to be interesting for Newcastle. This summer is going to be very, very interesting for Newcastle. Which players are going to go there? Which players are going to be, fascinated by Eddie Howe's project? We shall wait and see. But I'm very, very happy with that prediction, because I wasn't sure if Newcastle were going to survive or not. But yeah, there we go. You're not far off of these predictions. No, definitely not. Newcastle started badly. Give the club shop staff a pay rise. Eddie Howe did good. New owners helped with better signings. Yeah, definitely. Eddie, how did you do that? Yeah, Eddie, how did you do that? Very good. Very, very good. Yes, Advey, I like that. I do like that. People are very nasty towards the takeover because of Stavely. Yeah, I don't know why. Don't know why, to be honest. Some of your player manager friend Alex Neil, when he was at Hamilton, finally got promoted to Championship. North East is doing okay. Jeff Stelly and Hartlepool is doing okay too. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Eddie Howe, I think, has found his home. I had Newcastle 14th as well. I know they were as well. I know they were worried start of the season with Ashley and Bruce, but I thought Newcastle still had enough to stay up. Wilson, Saint-Maximin, Almiron, etc. Yeah, that squad is good. It needs a little bit of investment, I think. I believe they might be getting Dean Henderson as well, if rumours are to be believed as well. So I do think that Alex Neil was an okay player manager at Hamilton Accies. And I've just looked at a comment from someone on Discord. Apparently, Richarlison has been linked to Aston Villa. Why would Steven Gerrard want Richarlison? Anyway, but we move on. So, there's one more comment. Do you think Mike Ashley will buy another Premier League club? No, I don't. No, I do not think he will buy another Premier League club. Anyway, so 13th place. I had Crystal Palace, and they finished 12th. Yet again, I'm very happy with this prediction, because usually Crystal Palace have finished 13th most of these seasons. I am very happy with this prediction because I said at the start of the season, I think that Patrick Vieira is a very ambitious appointment. I think he is a very ambitious appointment. And he's done very, very well. He has done very, very well indeed. And I have to say as well that the signings that they made were very, very good. Mark Guehi, Joachim Anderson, Conor Gallagher. Everyone will remember Conor Gallagher. He's been fantastic. Obviously, Eze, Olise. They've got a very, very good team. Edwards kind of was a good signing, but he kind of lost his way a little bit. And to 442's magazine for saying that Patrick Vieira would be the first manager to be sacked and Crystal Palace to finish 20th, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And do you know what? For people who say that Crystal Palace could have potentially been relegated, no, not a chance. Not a chance. Patrick Vieira is a very, very good manager. And I do think next season, I think Crystal Palace will be aiming for that top 10. I think if they can get top 10, job done. I think it's a fantastic appointment for Patrick Vieira. And, I know Crystal Palace are the draw specialists. They did have 15 draws this season. Same as Brighton, but they are difficult to beat, Crystal Palace. And one of the only clubs to have taken points off both games against the champions, Manchester City. So it'd be interesting. Will Conor Gallagher be at Palace next season? I doubt it, but I wouldn't stay at Chelsea. I would not stay at Chelsea if I was Conor Gallagher. Let me just say that now. So let's see what some of you are saying. Fabrizio Romano will be busy. LFC looking to sell Adrian to La Liga now. Oh, interesting. Ashley's miserliness letting Newcastle to have a couple of 200 million windows. God knows what they will do. Yeah, definitely indeed. Respect. A lot of people predicted us to go down. It's been an excellent season, all things considered. If we hadn't bottled the Everton game, we'd have finished 19th. 9th, sorry, 9th. Yes, I think you would have done as well. Because looking at this as well, you have 48 points this season. So fair play indeed. I think Palace are a very, very good team as well. Douglas, remember Eddie Howe was in the name for the Liverpool. Once in the blue moon, Gary. Once in the blue moon, that would happen. Lucky 13, 12 from Crystal Palace, South East of London. They've been in the Premier League for 10 seasons now. They love Crystal Palace. Their best ever result in match, they've defended Anderson. Yeah. Their appointment was spot on, keeping Zaha and Benteke. Gallagher was a good setup. Shame Gallagher's gone back to Chelsea as they don't need him. No, definitely not. Gallagher was some player. I don't know how much Vieira's presence helped them. Hope he does as well in the Chelsea colours. I don't see him staying at Chelsea, Advi, if I'm being honest. I don't see him staying at Chelsea as well. And yeah, Crystal Palace had a very good cup run as well. Well, there's a good appointment to start with Vieira previous jobs. I was impressed with their summer window. That's why I put them 16th, get to 40 points mark, then on beach second half of the season. Yeah, definitely. Plus, we finished with plus goal difference, and we were only side with 0 goals conceded to City. I think a bit of a round of applause there for sure. Yeah, Palace. Whenever you go to the Etihad, you give them a hard game. You always give them a hard game. So same thing next season, please. Thank you. Vieira also cut the squad age down to the 20s. Yes, I think that was a big factor as well. I agree, Douglas, about Gallagher. Billy Gilmour still a Chelsea player. Also, do you think West Ham is maybe a good club for him? I don't know, to be honest with you. Don't know where Billy Gilmour's going to end up next season. I feel Crystal Palace still have potential to finish top 10. Connor going nowhere. I would nail his shirt to the goalpost if I were Tuchel. There we go. Indeed. So, in 12th place, I predicted Aston Villa, and they finished 14th. I think it's a disappointing season for Aston Villa. I really do. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Palace have so great players going forward, and now they've got 2 quality centre halves. Yes, Tyrick Mitchell. That's another one I meant to mention. He's been amazing as well. Yeah, definitely they're saying good younger players. Too many Worcester's teams really down to, let's say, you have a training game. Yeah, Aston Villa 12th. I predicted them. They finished 14th. I think Stevie's got a big job on his hands. I really do. I think he has a big job on his hands. They need to get some pace in that team. I mean, look, they've already made some very good signings already. I think Robin Olsen's just signed permanently for Aston Villa, which is a very good signing. Diego Carlos is signed. I'm not so sure that's a good one. Diego Carlos is a little bit rash, but I do think they need reinforcements at the back. They definitely need reinforcements at the back. And also Boubacar Kamara, he's signed as well. But the thing is, for Villa, they sacked Dean Smith, and that was the right decision. That was the right decision as well. I do think if you look at Villa this season, under Stevie G, they had that little bit of a good wee spell under Stevie G, and then all of a sudden it just wasn't to be for them. But I think Villa will be better next season. I think the way the signings that they're making so far, don't be surprised if they get a lot more signings. Don't be too surprised by that as well. But Villa, I think it's a disappointing season. I really do. I had them 12th. I thought they would have been maybe a little bit higher, but I do think that they will be better next season. Let me just say, but they badly need pace in that team. Badly need pace in that team. Yep, I have seen that. I think Stevie done okay with Villa, but it's going to be a big summer for him. Definitely, John. Absolutely. I had Leeds in 12th. I think they would have finished there if they had Cooper, Phillips, Bamford all season. Yep, I would agree. Down to 10. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good evening as well. They signed so many players, couldn't replace Grealish. Mings needs to go. Don't see him staying. Mings? I think Mings will be staying. Definitely. Huge challenge for Stevie. He needs to do better higher up the table. Yeah, definitely. Take her down to 10. We'll be interested to see how Neil does at Aston Villa too. I had Aston Villa 11th due to the signings they made in the summer. I expected better. I'll probably put them in the same position again next season. Anthony, hello, Mr. Ant. Hope you're good. Villa will spend another 200 million and finish 14th. Yeah, quite possibly. Aston Villa and Liverpool matches are interesting. English media hyped these up. Yeah, because it's obviously Klopp versus Gerrard, isn't it? As well. Tanner, good to see you in here. Villa least number of sprints in the league. And I haven't been overly impressed with Stevie G. Very interesting, Brian. From where they will get to spend 200 million last window, they had sold Grealish. Yeah. So there's still got some money to spend as well. So, and they've obviously signed Coutinho. I need to remember that one. They have signed Coutinho permanently as well. So definitely a season to improve for Aston Villa. No more 7-2 scorelines. No, definitely not. So we'll move on. We will move on. 11th place. I had Wolves and they finished 10th. So again, another good prediction. Another good prediction. I did say that they were there or thereabouts between being top 10 and just missing out on the top 10. Bruno Lage has done a fantastic first job. Jose Sa has been a fantastic signing for them as well. They have lost Seiss and they have lost Marçal as well. But let's be honest, Marçal, James, if you're watching, I know Marçal is one of your favourite players. I'm only joking, of course. But Wolves, so unlucky. Their season just petered out, really. Their season just petered out. They were one of the ones very, very close to getting top four. They were very, very close, and then just their season petered out. And I think disappointingly, they didn't get Europe. They didn't get Europe, unfortunately, for them. But do you know what? Wolves they've had a very good season, regardless of what's happened this season. Top 10 finish, very, very good, 51 points. Finishing with a -5 goal difference, finishing under Brighton, which is interesting as well. So, yeah, look, I think it's something to build on for next season. They definitely need to get some players on. Definitely that right left-hand side as well, because obviously Nuri is there. They've obviously got Semedo as well. So I do think Wolves had a very, very good season. Just a pity their season sort of petered out in the end. But very, very good finish for Wolves. Very, very good finish indeed. And absolute garbage for Wolves at the end of the season. So disappointing. It was, Tanner. It really, really was. It wasn't great for them, was it? I think Gerrard had an inconsistent spell so far, but next season his first full season. That's true. I had Wolves 10th, bat on the back for me. Well done, Chris. Well done. A fair few Villa fans I know think Dino was a better manager. Interesting. Nobody else with his record and experience would be being talking about for the LFC job, just his name. Yeah, that is very true. That's very true. Have a joyful day, all. Liz, thank you very much for tuning in, as always. By Liz. Large appointment was good, but they must keep Raul Jimenez, Neves, Sa for next season. Yeah, definitely. Definitely agree with that. Hi, Ant. Guess the Portuguese quota seat available at 50%. Yeah, definitely. Aston Villa is a good club for him, closer to family. Wolves you were close with. Wolverhampton made it difficult to Liverpool. And good to see Raul Jimenez back. You're good friends with Sweet and Sour Soccer. Yes, I certainly am. I certainly am. And good channel, that one. Very, very good channel as well. Take care, Liz. Sweet and Sour Soccer channel. Yeah, definitely. Wolves in the best ever season finished below Leicester and our worst in 8 years. Yeah, I know, definitely. Weird indeed. Evening, mate. Wolves are very meh this season. Yeah, they were. They had some good spells and they had some very bad spells, and yeah, just that little bit of inconsistency came into their game, and unfortunately, that was the case for them as well. I take Garliz and they have Adama back. Yes, I did see that. Have they had a better season without Adama Traore? They've got Chiquinho. I don't see Adama Traore staying there, to be honest with you. I really, really don't. Get those likes up, people, says Ant. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, indeed. We also had a great first half of the season and fell off second half of the season. That's very, very true. Klopp wanting Pulisic. Would you take? Is he? Oh, interesting. Interesting. How do you think the LFC women will do next season, Helen? Will you try to attend LFC women's? I think we'll stay up around 8th. Interesting. I'm hoping we stay up Balham. I can't believe I saw people saying Wolves in the relegation battle. I think they were living outside of their minds. Wolves a consistent top 10 mid-table team. Yeah, definitely. Started a fantastic season. The keeper, yeah. 15 watching, 20 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the stream as well. LeBron James soccer. Yeah, yeah, I did see that. I did see that. So that is the bottom 10. And we can obviously look ahead to the Jesus. There we go. We're going to look ahead now to the top 10. Yeah. 10th place, I had Leeds United. They finished 17th. Oh dear. I will say this now. Leeds United were terrible. Terrible this season. Really, really, really poor. I do feel as well that Bielsa had to go. I think Bielsa did have to go. It wasn't just that as well. Bielsa lost his way a little bit. He did lose his way, and you look, when you've got a very good when you have a very, very good relationship with your fans, it does kind of say that you are maybe too loyal to them. They have had a lot of injuries. You have had a lot of injuries, but Jesse Marsh has managed to keep them up by the skin of their teeth. I mean, they finished 17th, 38 points. They conceded, wait for this, 79 goals in the Premier League this season. 79. I think that must be an absolute record for goals conceded and not actually staying in this league, staying in the league as well. They're going to need a big, big season next season. It really, really is. We shall see what happens next season for them. But for me, they need to improve big time. Big time. They need to improve big time for sure. So we'll see some of you're saying. Hi, Wolves just lack squad depth. Hi, Luca. Hope you're good. Injuries for Leeds still bad, though. Yes, that's very, very true. Oh dear, you plummeted down the abyss. Yeah, that wasn't a good prediction, was it? Same Helen, top 10 now. Leeds with American manager just about stayed up in the away win to Brentford to help them. Yeah. I think Leeds go down next season, says John. I think they might as well. But also mindset of managing a team was not good enough. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Jesse Marsh is one of the few American managers in Europe. Yeah, I know. It is interesting that. It's crazy. The kid was made it clear he wants to stay. Any club buying him will have a very unhappy player in their hands. It'll be interesting what happens next season. Leeds will be rated by other teams. They were too good to go down. Interesting. I do think they will. They're going to get rid of Rafinha. I think they could improve a lot though with Rafinha's sale. Yeah, definitely. Leeds had the most ever yellow cards from one club. Leeds United in a Premier League season. I heard Statman. Yes, I did see that. Crazy. Yes, Brian. I understand. So if you thought 10th was bad, you'll know who I predicted in 9th. The Ev. Oh dear. 9th place Everton. They finished 16th. Again, lucky to stay in the league. Very lucky. very, very lucky. I have to say that Everton appointed Rafa Benitez, like Agent Rafa, of course. They were very, very fortunate to stay up. They were very, very fortunate to stay up. I thought they would have. I thought they might have gone down the way that the things were going, but Everton, shocking season, absolutely shocking season, and the scenes at the end of the game against Crystal Palace was ridiculous, really, really bad. So yeah, look, I think it's just one of those things. And Richarlison, I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to leave, and that Everton squad needs a big overhaul. Why they're giving John Joe Kenny a new contract, I will never know. He is shockingly bad as a right back. He wasn't good enough for Celtic, wasn't he good enough for Schalke? And yeah, Everton think, oh yeah, we're going to give you a new contract. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, Everton, Frank Lampard's got a big, big job next season. If they start like they did last season, then I think they could potentially be on the way down, the way things are going. So, yeah, Everton 9th. Not a good prediction. Not a good prediction, was it? Let's see what some of you are saying about the Everton, absolute embarrassing. Yes, definitely was embarrassing. Everton started okay with Rafa, but results went bad. Frank Lampard kept them at the end. Classic Douglas. How could you hang your head in shame? Yeah, that was a poor prediction, Helen. Let's be honest. Richarlison should not make Brazil. He's not good enough. Yeah, definitely agree with that. If they could keep him and have Gavi, Pedri, and De Jong together, just sell their players, that would be an incredible midfield. Oh yeah, that is about Frankie De Jong. I don't think Pancho Vieira did anything bad. What do you think? Gavi's linked with Liverpool these days, only a rumor, I think. I don't really want to say anything. Everton should have gone down, but they will be bottom again next season. I don't think they'll be bottom. But I do think, potentially, that they could be in the relegation candidates again. Could see them being relegation candidates. There are 3 good young players. When's their parade? Well, a parade for finishing 16th? No idea. No idea, John. No idea as well. So, yeah, that was a bit of a shocker. But I do redeem myself with this prediction because in 8th place, I had those tricky hammers, West Ham, and they finished 7th. So I've redeemed myself a little bit. What I will say, West Ham had a fantastic season yet again. The former Jared Bowen was very, very good. They managed to get to the Europa League semi-final, only getting knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt as well. And they were very difficult to beat at home. They beat Liverpool, they beat Chelsea. I think they beat Man City in the Cup as well. They're getting very, very close now to being that club that is going to be probably now being consistently in that top 10. David Moyes has done a fabulous job. Obviously, we know about Kurt Zuma as well. We all know about him as well. But Jared Bowen, Mark Noble has said goodbye. He's been a fantastic servant for West Ham. 550 games for West Ham. Again, their season kind of petered out at the end. I think lack of squad depth, I think, was a massive factor for West Ham. But do you know what? West Ham were very, very good. And I have to say, I have been very impressed with West Ham. And I do think just a little bit of me just thinks they should have been beaten. They should have been above Manchester United. Should have been above Manchester United. But they'll go again. They'll go again next season. And I think, yeah, they are in the Europa Conference League, but if they'll give that a good go. They'll give that a good go. I think they've got the squad to go on that. But yeah, West Ham 7th. West Ham in 8th place. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Let's see what some of you are saying of the West Ham. Richarlison is a complete prick. Yes, absolutely, Brian. Huge off season for West Ham. They're getting older. Yeah, they are. Their squad is getting a little bit older as well. Kurt Zuma, an embarrassment for football. Yeah, I had Everton 9th, an embarrassment of the season for a team that has ambitions of Europe. They have a pitch invasion for saying embarrassing. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. Yeah, definitely. They should have finished above United. Yeah, I just said that, Brian. They should have finished above United. West Ham did okay. Don't understand why they didn't sign a backup striker. They don't need the goalkeeper Areola. They don't need the goalkeeper. Well, Areola signed there. I think he signed there permanently now, hasn't he? Signing striker Yarma did okay. Scored a few goals there. Goodbye, Mark Noble. Yeah, definitely. David Moyes, fantastic. Bowen, can't see him at West Ham next season. No, I can't see him at West Ham next season. Just shows Everton are as relevant as plastic in the recycling bin. Antonio probably should be sold. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. West Ham had a great season. They will go again if Bowen stays. I had Leicester in 8th and West Ham 7th. Very, very well done. Very, very well done, Chris. 25 million for Vlasic. What was all that about? Dodgy. Yeah, that was a terrible piece of business for West Ham. Very piece of business. I'm not reading that comment. Think West Ham could win that? Yes, I do think West Ham could win that as well. I do think that West Ham could win that. West Ham like Wolves, like squad depth. Yeah, me thinks LSE will go in for Bowen. I've been a big fan of his, so if we do go for him, I'll be happy. Be a happy bunny if we do go in for him. Yes, I think Ukraine are going to beat Wales. I do think they're going to beat Wales. And Antonio was burnt out due to no backup striker. Take a lot of money to get Bowen out of West Ham. Yeah, that is very, very true. Oh dear. 7th place now. I had Tottenham and they finished 4th. Now, this prediction was based on, yet again, no signings at Tottenham. Considering that they did have Nuno Espirito Santo as their manager. And again, I do think that the Manager of the Month curse really came into effect because Spurs won their first 3 games and then didn't win a single game after that. They were dumped out of the Conference League as well, but they redeemed themselves. They redeemed themselves by doing that very, very good partnership between Son and Harry Kane. Like Son's had a fantastic season. Harry Kane, people were saying he was wanting to leave Spurs, decided to go, but he didn't in the end. He stayed, and because of that, him and Son had a very good partnership. Kulusevski's been a very good signing. Bentancur has been a very, very good signing as well. So, fair play to Spurs. Antonio Conte comes in and has managed to get them top 4. But we will come on to Arsenal because I do think that Arsenal did bottle it, if I'm being honest. I do think that bottle it. But Tottenham are a very hard team to play against. And yet again, they took maximum points off Manchester City, one of the only few clubs to have done so. And they drew with Liverpool as well. So very, very well done to Tottenham. Very, very well done to Tottenham. They are in the top 4. I think Ukraine will qualify. That was only because of Harry Kane and Son. Yeah, definitely. Tottenham went home to Manchester. Antonio Conte helped and drew at LFC. Got top 4 in the end. Tanner, thank you. Got to go. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. If you do like what you have seen, please consider subscribing. It does mean a lot to me as well. Same for Declan Rice. West Ham weren't worth dealing with. You could get better for half the money. Yeah, that's true. Lucas really got me in the Kane train. I want him at Liverpool. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. You take about 150 million to get him out of Spurs. Ain't happening, John. Sorry, it just ain't happening. There's a toilet bowl of a stadium. They cannot play in it. Erling Haaland to Harry Kane. Erling at Manchester will be interesting. I actually had Tottenham 4th, even under Nuno, due to Kane and Son in the starting 11, with their goal combinations together, was always going to put Spurs in a race for 4th. Yeah, that is very true. Once Conte was appointed and said 4th was nailed on. Yeah. Spurs taking 4th from Arsenal was hilarious. Robert leaving Bayern will be interesting too. That is very, very true indeed. Okay. So, 6th place, I had Arsenal. I finished 5th. Bottled it. Absolutely bottled top 4. Bottled it. It was in their own hands. They had beaten Man United, West Ham, and Chelsea 3 games in a row, and then they lose to Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Southampton. Sums up their season. Sums up their season. I think they lost to Brentford early in the season 2-0 as well. Very, very, very disappointing for Arsenal. But Arteta has got a lot of the so-called deadwood out of Arsenal. And also, he has got troublemakers away from there. Aubameyang was a troublemaker. I don't care what anybody says. He was a troublemaker. He was an absolute troublemaker. So I think in the end, Arsenal being fifth, I think it's a good season for them, but they will be disappointed they missed out on the Champions League. They do. And obviously they have now let go of Lacazette. He is now left as well. So yeah, Arsenal, they should have got top four. They should have got top four, but fair play to them for getting fifth. Let's just say that. Would you sign Robert on a 2-year deal? He's a goal scorer. I would love him at Liverpool, but I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately. I don't see him going to Liverpool. Bayern owner wants Lewandowski to join the LFC. He's going to Barcelona. Lewandowski, I think he is, yeah. Arsenal released Laka and Oban now. They are the most expensive tickets and season tickets for another year in the Premier League. Arsenal fans on Twitter are interested and they were close to top four. Yeah, definitely. Arsenal had 6 bottles and dropped all of them. Yes, absolutely. But did BVP problems also too. I had Arsenal in fifth. Due to no European football, I actually like Arteta. Got rid of the bad smells in the dressing room, but Arsenal completely bottled top four. Should have finished fourth. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely agree with you, Chris, with that aspect. Arsenal should have finished fourth at least, but it was possibly the worst run-in and will be on owner's radar if Arteta fails again. Yeah, they got him in a new contract as well. I think the one thing they can say as well, Ramsdale's been a good signing. Ben White, not so. Lokonga, haven't really seen him. Nuno Tavares. There's 3 players who I can say. Nuno Tavares, Alex Telles, and who's the other one? Alberto Moreno. All 3 could be all 3 of them could be an Alberto Moreno. None of them defend. They look very, very poor defensively, but very good going forward. Very, very strange. Very, very strange as well. But 6th place, I had Arsenal. 5th place. Now, this is my most controversial one of the lot. I said Chelsea would have finished 5th, and they finished 3rd. Now, for a time, it looked like that prediction was potentially going to be spot on. Chelsea were not in any good form at all. They were being very caught, actually. They finished 3rd with 74 points. Is it a good season for Chelsea? I mean, they did win the European Super Cup. They did win the Club World Cup as well. But I think they've got a big, big season ahead of them next season because they are losing. They are losing Rudiger. They're losing Christensen. And they are also potentially losing Azpilicueta as well. So Lukaku, £97 million. Why, oh, why did they sign Lukaku? Oh dear. Ben Chilwell was a very good signing. Let's be honest, he was a good signing. But Lukaku, £90 million. Not good enough, I'm afraid. And they did lose 2 cup finals to LFC as well. So Chelsea did get knocked out by Real Madrid in the Champions League as well. I don't think that's been a good season for Chelsea. I really, really don't. I think a season that was, when they came to Anfield early in the season, I thought this would be the time that Chelsea were probably going to be favourites for the league. They defended very, very stoutly that day as well. It just wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. And now Lukaku wants out of Chelsea, which doesn't surprise me. Pulisic is interestingly potentially wanting out as well. So, and apparently they might be signing Dembele. Dear me. So instead of an ambulance, we'll be needing the Dembulance as well. Deary me. So yeah, Chelsea 5th, nearly happened, but yeah, we shall see anyway. Oh yeah, I've read that one already. Well, they need to hit the ground running next season. But there's also another way of looking at it. He can't handle alpha egos, big time players. He wants kids or players that he signed. I'm not a fan of his. No, I'm not a fan of Arteta. Chelsea have new owners now, which is good. They have a good few players leaving. Chelsea did okay and we're third in the end. I had Chelsea third and never thought they'd be in the title race start of the season. So Lukaku would be a flop start of the season, a flat track bully. Lukaku should never have come back to total flop for Chelsea. Oh, you're kidding me. I hope not. I hope not. No, I don't rate Mason Mount. Sorry, I don't rate him. Don't rate Mason Mount. Some people said Chelsea FC from Fulham won the league. Yeah, all right. Hi guys, Chelsea was favourite for many if they won the Champions League, but yes, Carl, definitely. No, it's not been a good season. Their aims were title challenge and win a domestic trophy. What do you make of Bowley appointment? I think it's good for them. You know, I think it is good for them that they've managed to get a new takeover, for sure. But we shall see. I think Lela is coming to this. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Nope. Sorry. Hi, Carl. Yeah. I hope Mason Mount doesn't come to Liverpool. Because I think he is grossly overrated. Sorry, Chelsea fans. I think he is grossly overrated as well. So we go on to the top 4 now. I had Leicester City finishing 4th. They finished 8th. But for a time, Leicester's season was petering out of absolutely nowhere. They were languishing in 14th place, almost in the relegation battle. But in the end, I mean, the semi-final of the Conference League, which was very, very good, you have to say. But they did miss Vardy. I would say. And Tielemans, he's going to leave. I think he's definitely going to leave. Daka has been a good signing. Harvey Barnes doing very, very well. And also James Justin has come back in as well. So, and Leicester did beat Liverpool as well to stop us winning the league. We'll remember that, won't we? We will remember that anyway. But Brendan Rodgers needs to improve that defence. He needs to improve that defence, especially defending from set pieces as well. Not good at all. Not good at all. So, yeah, Leicester, 4th place. I did think that maybe this would be the season that Leicester did overtake Chelsea, someone in the top 4. Didn't happen anyway. So let's admit something. Chelsea will still splash the same cash, so nothing has changed really. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Hello to Arpon. Hope you're good. Who's overrated, Lewa or Mason Mount? Definitely Mason Mount. Sorry, don't rate Mason Mount at all. Tielemans, Maddison, Vardy, are they staying? Vardy's staying. Maddison will be staying as well. Leicester are the nearly men. Rodgers can't bloody defend. Yes, he can't bloody defend. He cannot bloody defend, can he? I felt sorry for James Justin by injury. Yeah, James Justin has been in and out of the team, but he has been injured. Hello, Hella. Thank you very much for tuning in. No. Don't apologise. Do not apologise. I know that people are busy as well, so don't worry about that. Good, well done, Norway last night, by the way. Very, very good result for you over Serbia. So very, very good result there. Leicester were very disappointing. I see Ant Leicester fan went away. Yeah, he did. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure he was talking about. Oh dear. Right. I will say this now, that 3rd place I've got badly wrong. But you can guess who it is. Man United, Manchester United. Oh dear. Shambolic season. Absolutely shambolic season for Manchester United. It has been A season where you can say that it has just been shockingly bad. From start to finish, I mean, it's been a soap opera. It has been an absolute soap opera. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked. Not surprising. Ralph Rangnick comes in. That has not worked at all. They lost 7 in a row. They lost 7 games in a row away from home, which is shockingly bad. They lost home and away to Liverpool, lost home and away to Manchester City, um, lost to Watford and drew with Watford. I mean, it just keeps going on. Harry Maguire, how this guy is Manchester United captain, I'll never know. It's been an absolute shit show from start to finish for Manchester United, and they will just be glad that they have got Europa League football, because for a time they looked like they weren't getting in any European football. Lowest points total. I've got this here. Lowest points total ever in the Premier League, 58 points. Losing to Brighton 4-0. I could go on. I could honestly go on, but obviously Manchester United. Don't know what I was thinking putting them in third place, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Terrible, 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 terrible season for Manchester United. Excited about Norway for a change. Yes, that is very, very good. That is true. Cristiano Ronaldo's not going to play with Messi. Not a chance. Leicester have overachieved the last 2 seasons. Like 8th is where I expected them to be. To be honest, Rodgers has done a good job at Leicester. Yeah, he has. He has done a very good job at Leicester. Hi, Helen. United. Yeah, I did have United third. Although, Hella, I know for a fact, I will go into my comments. Later on. I know you had United champions. Because everyone said Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane, 3 great signings, but the one thing you were missing is CDM. You haven't done that yet, so that's one thing as well. Cristiano and David De Gea were the better players, definitely. Hi, Helen. A player like Messi would be the exact one for us on big occasions, one like Coutinho to break defensive teams. Rolling on the floor, laughing my fucking arse off. Because why, oh why, can you not get any worse? Yeah, that was bad. Ralph Rangnick, the German football well-known manager, terrible. United will not make top 6 next season. I don't know. Even Douglas, even all bit of breaking news. UEFA have come out with an apology to both Liverpool and Real Madrid for what happened well before the UEFA Champions League final kicked off. 6 days later, James. 6 days later. Shocking. I mentioned 96 because I saw a comment. All the hype about Sancho, etc., and the sign is too many egos in the team. Went from Norwegian Golem to the German Golem as their manager. Yeah. Ronaldo staying another season. Hello, James, and yes, true. Oops, daisy. Sorry. Harry Maguire needs to be put out to pasture. Well, he is a fridge freezer, let's put it that way. Hi, James. Hi, Balam. Manchester United fans, but it's the Glazers' fault. The players get away with murder. Yeah, definitely do. I had United in 4th, says James. Interesting. Hi, Helen. The interesting part is this is the probably best United squad on paper since Ferguson left, but it's the worst United side I've ever seen. Here in Germany, we only laugh about Rangnick. He never won something. How? Yeah. Unpopular opinion. Ollie could have turned it around. Roy Keane agrees with me. Could he? I mean, I think if he was given time, then potentially yes, but that squad is dead as a dishwater. You badly need a big overhaul. You know me, man. Shit, Doug. With the talent and money Man United spent in the summer, they were tipped as possible title contenders. This season has been an absolute car crash for them. Yeah. Paul Pogba, most overrated player in Premier League history. I'd absolutely agree. DM was top of Ollie's list, didn't get one. Yeah, that is true. I never want to see Old Trafford FC do well whenever anything. They will come back. They will come back. By the time United have had 2 years under Ten Hag, Newcastle will probably be in the mix with the same transfer targets. Yeah, definitely. I know, Douglas, too little, too late. Apology, absolute joke. Don't want LFC in no European Super League ever. Heard some United fans still think Ollie is better than Ralph. As bad as each other. Cavani basically refused to play for the last 7 or 8 games. Complete joke of a club. Yeah. If Ronaldo never came back, United would have easily finished in the bottom half. Yeah, because of Ronaldo's goals. Because of Ronaldo's goals, I think they've been very, very good there. But yeah, car crash of a season as well. Has been the best Man U season of all time. Yeah, yeah. For rival fans, it certainly has. Yes, Helen B. He's left. Yes, he has. So that leaves two teams. So obviously we have Liverpool and Manchester City. Second, I did predict Liverpool. We did finish second. So another tick. So that's 4 out of 20. 4 out of 20 so far. And obviously we all know who won the league as well. It was I mean, I look at this Liverpool side, right? 28 wins, 8 draws, and 2 defeats. The 2 defeats were to West Ham. The two defeats were to West Ham and Leicester. Drawing 8 games. The draws were the pivotal ones for sure. The draws were the pivotal ones for sure. Disappointing as well. But do you know what? It's been a very, very good season for us. Yes, we've just missed out on the league. That final day was absolutely incredible. Let's just say that. Fair play to Manchester City. Fair play to Manchester City. They did very, very well to come back from 2-0 down against Villa and won by 3 goals to 2. But everything was much better this season. Mane has been very, very good. Salah has been very, very good as well. The signing of Jota, Diaz, Kanate, Simicast stepped up. Proper players have stepped up this season. They've really, really stepped up as well. So it is disappointing to lose by a point again, but lots to be happy about. We pushed Man City right to the final day, and for that we can be happy with ourselves. But disappointing. But another thing, we didn't lose a single league home game this season, and especially after the game season, we lost 6 at home in a row as well. But we have won 2 League Cups, so we have won the League Cup and the FA Cup. Got 4 finals this season. No, three finals. Sorry, 3 finals. So we go again next season, and we'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, we shall see what happens. So let's see what some of you are saying. 1-player team. Well, Ronaldo and De Gea, they would have finished bottom half. I think I read that. Yeah, he didn't want to get injured. On to the next. I'm excited. Yeah, I think you guys should be excited. Yes, Arpon, I did. I did do for the Bundesliga. I think they did for the Bundesliga. So might do one on that. Those draws cost us badly, in my opinion. Yes. I had Liverpool winning the league. Liverpool did well. 2 cups in Hartlepool appointing Paul Hartley now today. Ooh, interesting. So close to the league, close to the European Cup winner as well. Done Pep Manchester on winning the league. Losing to West Ham and Leicester was disappointing, along with the draw to Tottenham. Villa let them in my opinion. City are relentless. If not for Liverpool, this league would be shit. Yeah. You pushed Man City right at the end of the season. It was mad that City were 14 points clear at one stage, but you guys were one of the informed sides in Europe. Yeah, we were. And Liverpool didn't lose a single home game in the Premier League. In Germany, Bayern in front of BAVB for another season. Yeah, I think so. But we were in 4 finals and won 2 of them. Yeah. I don't know how winning 2 trophies, title challenge, and Champions League final is a failure of season. No, see, this is the thing, Chris. I don't see that either. I don't see why it's a failure of a season. It's been a very good season for Liverpool. It's been a very, very good season for us, for sure. The Irish goalkeeper did good for LFC, and take care of everybody. Hopefully LFC continue having a good home form. Yeah, that is very, very true. As I've said before, as Man City's title to lose, for Liverpool, they go again next season. Keita and Ox to go and get Bellingham in. Ox, definitely. Keita, I'm not so sure. Not sure if he will go. This is easy. Darwin Núñez to replace Mane and Origi. Midfield to replace Ox with number 9 in drawing games cost Liverpool. Yeah, definitely. Next season, the World Cup season will be interesting. Welcome not as far as Bournemouth again and filming the oldest professional club in London. One of the reasons Haaland signed is because he knows Pep will sign an extension. Are you going to do predictions for your Scottish season and Livy? I will do. I will do at some point, but not at the moment. No, not at the moment. I think the fight for top four is going to be much tougher next season. Many are strengthening in a big way this summer. Yeah, definitely. It's not going to get any easier. No, definitely not. We'll win the league 4 games for the season. Are you buying the new shirt? Possibly. Possibly getting it for my birthday. We'll wait and see. Would you rather win the EPL? Always the league for me, mate. Always the league for me. Always the league, no matter what. I don't think it was a failure of a season either for you guys. No, definitely not. Bellingham in 2023 seems far more likely. So the winners yet again is Manchester City, and I did predict them to finish first. Look, Man City have had, well, out of the FA Cup, out of the League Cup, out of the Champions League, they'll be disappointed about that because I think the Champions League, they've been needing to have that for a long, long time. But not to be for Liverpool. We did push them all the way as well. But City are a relentless team under Pep Guardiola. Always under Pep Guardiola. People can say VAR and refs help them, but to be fair, to come back from 2-0 down against Aston Villa to win the league, you have to just say fair play to them. Fair play to Manchester City as well. And they won where it mattered. They won where it mattered as well. So, and obviously Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez coming in. That is going to be very, very interesting as well. But do you know what? City, well done. Well done yet again. I don't know what just fell there. But I do think as well, next season is going to be very, very interesting as well. Zinchenko, I watched Zinchenko for Ukraine against Scotland. He was excellent the other night. If they let Zinchenko go, I will be very, very shocked if they do. Let's just say that. But you know what? Man City won the league again. And the fact that they almost went trophyless would have been really, really funny. Really, really funny as well. But you know what? It's just one of those things as well. If Haaland hits the ground running next season, it'll be even more frightening. I think it will take some time for him, though, to adapt. Yeah. VAR cheating bastards. Sterling rumoured to be leaving also. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that Sterling is potentially going to be leaving. Indeed. Oh, Jesus. What's this? Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. But anyway, that is 5 out of 20. Very poor for me. Very, very poor. But I will say I did get close with some of them. Close to some of these predictions, but I am happy. I am happy with how I have done. Haaland needs to stay fit. Yeah, definitely. Jesus would definitely go as well. Now, this is the part where I like to. This is the part where I actually like to check how people actually did in the comments section. So let me just see if I can find my old video. Let me just see, because I think it was in my library earlier. So let me just go into it. Right. We'll read some of the comments out that we had in this video, right? So let's start with the newest one. Yeah, Dominic Rich said quality vid. I always find the vids very intimidating to make. Yes, I do as well, to be honest, Dominic. I really do. We got Unknown Man, deluded Liverpool fan. Yeah, all right. Scott Blankley, this was his predictions. He had Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. Liverpool fourth. Wow. Leicester, Aston Villa, Leeds, Arsenal, Everton, Tottenham, West Ham, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Wolves, Watford, Norwich, Southampton, Brighton, Newcastle. Wow, he had none of the bottom 3 to go down. Wow. Yeah, definitely need to improve next season, Scott, for sure. Hassan Ali had Man City, Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, Leicester, Leeds, Tottenham, Arsenal, Everton, Brighton, West Ham, Wolves, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Brentford, Southampton, Burnley, Watford, Norwich. Well done, Hassan. You got the 3 to go down as well. MK said no way Brighton goes down. Yeah, definitely. Definitely agree with that. Roberto the Hornet had Man City, Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, Leicester, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Leeds, Everton, West Ham, Wolves, Brighton, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Watford, Norwich, Burnley, and Brentford. Ooh, interesting. And for the Premier League player of the season, he said Riyad Mahrez. Golden Boot, Edison Cavani. Well, that was bad. Playmaker of the Year, Mason Mount. Golden Glove, Ederson. Well, okay, you got that one right. Premier League Manager of the Season, Pep Guardiola. That was wrong. First manager to be sacked, Daniel Farke. That was wrong. That was Cisco Munoz. Carabao Cup winners, Manchester United. That was wrong. UEFA Super Cup, Chelsea. Community Shield, Man City. I think it was Leicester. That was Leicester, wasn't it? Champions League winners, Man City. That was wrong. Champions League top scorer, Lewandowski. That was wrong. Best Premier League signing, Jadon Sancho. Definitely no. Underrated signing, Michael Olise. Best transfer window, Aston Villa. Worst transfer window, Brentford. FA Cup winners, Watford. Called it back in 2019. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad as well. Europa League winners, Lazio. Europa League top scorer, Ciro Immobile. And Europa Conference winners, Roma. So, good predictions there. The real Dylan said to me, bro, Arsenal will finish 10th. No joke, we are embarrassing. Well, they finished 5th. MMS94 is a Wolves fan. Good video, although I think you've been a tad optimistic from my side. Wolves desperately lacking a centre half and a mobile midfielder. We've not really backed large in the window yet. Unless we sort these issues out without selling a Neves or Traore, I can see a season of struggle, really. Bottom 6 could be the order of the day. Then can you manage new ideas on the back of a very poor season last year? We finished with 6 wins of 20 relegation form. It'll be a tough one for us. Hope I'm wrong, though. By the way, not sure where you've got your info from about Neto. He's out until November, at least. Interesting. 5-0 production says good predictions. Connor Brennan says no way to Villa finish 12th for the front four of Watkins, Buendia, Bailey, and Grealish. Well, they finished 14th, didn't they? Mohammed A had Man City, Liverpool, so that's correct. Man United, Chelsea, Leicester, Arsenal, Tottenham, Leeds, Everton, Villa, West Ham, Wolves, Southampton, Brighton, Brentford, Burnley, Newcastle, Watford, Crystal Palace, and Norwich. Player of the Year, Bruno Fernandes. Golden Boot, Harry Kane. Playmaker of the Year, Kevin De Bruyne. That's right. Golden Glove, Ederson. Correct. Manager of the Year, Pep Guardiola. First manager to be sacked, Cisco Munoz. Yeah. Champions League, Bayern Munich. Wrong. Man City runners-up. Wrong. Chelsea semi-finals. Wrong. Liverpool quarterfinals. Correct. Man United quarterfinals. That's wrong. Leicester City to win the Europa League. That's interesting. Roma to win the Conference League as well. Man City to win the FA Cup. That's wrong. Man United to win the Carabao Cup. And Villarreal for the Super Cup. Interesting. Gunner Girl, great video. I agree Man City winning it, but 2nd to 8th I think will be very, very tight. It's going to be an exciting season, that's for sure. Frank Panico said top 4, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool. Shane O'Donnell, he had Man City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Leicester, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Everton, Leeds United, West Ham, Wolves, Southampton, Brentford, Newcastle, Palace, Burnley, Brighton, Watford, and Norwich. And yeah, that is it. And James did say it: Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Yeah, very, very interesting, it has to be said. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's obviously commented on that video. Too many to mention, of course. But before I go, I will read out your final few comments in here as well. Jesus would definitely go. Yeah, definitely. The Prem has a lot more games to play. I think Holland will have a major injury within 6 months of his City career. Holland will be like Grealish too. Much pressure on him in Dortmund. Sometimes he just cannot score. I agree, Carl. My 3 to go down was Norwich, Watford, and Southampton. I think you were very close there, in all honesty. Grealish has been poor. He's so overrated. Mine also James and Everton. Yeah. Just goes to show how hard it is to predict where teams will finish. My top four was also City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. With how poor United were this season, I think the top four next season will be the same as it finished this season. Yeah, I do as well. Take the top two sides away. Chelsea, the third best team, and then the rest are shown consistent. Overall, the league has been very poor. Do Fulham, and Bournemouth, and Forest have a chance to be in the top half of the table for next season? No, definitely not. Fulham can make it perhaps 8th. Interesting. Interesting. But that is it. That is it for another Premier League season. Yeah, 5 out of 20. Need to definitely improve out of for next season. Monday evening at 6 o'clock, we will be having a live Premier League review. I do have a fantastic panel. I've got Maisie from Devils United. I have Jamie Phillips from Jamie Phillips Football Chats. I've got Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV, and I've also got Carl as well coming on. Carl Levy, of course, Leeds United fan. So it's going to be a very interesting panel for sure for Monday. So hopefully you can join me then for that one at 6 o'clock. It's been another very, very good video, a very good stream, this one. Guys, if you have obviously missed it, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Do what you can to support the channel. And yeah, we shall see what people are saying. Well, thank you very much. It's been interesting. It certainly has. Not impossible by hell, and who knows what could happen next season. Biggest disappointment was Leeds United for me. Everton. Definitely Everton. Brilliant show, mate. You cheating bastard. Jesus Christ. Enjoy your huge summer. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you, Hella. I'll be back on Monday for the for a review. So if you can join me for that, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. But guys, I am out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Should be fantastic. Fantastic weekend as well. We do have the last playoff final as well to get into League Two. We have Solihull Moors against Grimsby Town for that as well, and loads of Nations League action as well. And the final comment, thank you, bye guys, and thanks. Guys, I'll be back Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you at 6 o'clock for the Premier League review of the season on Monday at 6 o'clock. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.